On September 20th, 2019, that was the day the people rose up to find out once and for all what laid behind the elusive Area 51. I couldn't even keep a straight face trying to say that. It seems that the whole Area 51 fiasco from last month has subsided for now, but the fascination with this elusive military base goes back decades prior, and has inspired many fictional works in the US. In terms of console gaming, there is not a whole lot of games based on Area 51. Probably the most iconic one is his 2005 title, which is an FPS. But the one I would like to cover is this one I happen to own, which is Midway's Area 51 on the Sega Saturn. It is a rail shooter, so ultimately you would want to use the light gun for the Saturn, which I unfortunately do not own. So that means for this review I will be using the D-pad, which you would think would not be optimal for this game, and you'd be right, but it's not as bad as some people would say it is. The D-pad is pretty fast for this game, but at the same time towards the end of the game, the physical gun would work much better than the D-pad. It's possible to beat this with the D-pad, but it would be very, very difficult to do so. The story takes place in Area 51, no duh, and an alien breakout has occurred. It's up to you, the Star Force, to take them out and send them back where they belong. But they seem to have more than just an alien problem here at Area 51, as there are zombies too. They're everywhere. I guess the government is hiding more than what we realize. They got everything too, from pistols to machine guns to rocket launchers, and the worst of all, barrels. Yeah, these barrels are a pain to take out, and the guys are even harder to take out. They don't even look like aliens, just dudes throwing barrels in Little Mac's jumpsuit. Also, side note, looking at the manual, there are some strange instructions, like shoot the paintings. Apparently that's how you get grenades, but with so many enemies on screen, the last thing I'm thinking about is shooting up some Picassos. Or maybe Mario got infected and we can't have him hopping around Area 51. Let's talk about hitboxes. Now, the hit detection on this is actually okay, but there are some instances where you kind of wonder how you got hit. Like for example, in this one scene, I'm going down an elevator and there's another alien on another elevator. You don't see him right away, but sometimes he'll shoot you before you even notice that he's there. Now you could make this game a little bit easier by changing the lives it continues, up to 5 each. And even with that, the game is still relatively difficult. But once you get it down and everything's all set, you realize that the game isn't really all that long, only about 20 minutes in length. There's this warp ahead function that will take you to the second half of the game, which I'm not entirely sure why it's there. Normally, when you get a game over, you have to start from the beginning again or from a save point. Here, you have the option from the get-go to either play the entire game from start to finish, or get to a checkpoint from halfway through the game towards the end. Why is this unlocked at the start? I'm not entirely sure. Wouldn't it make more sense to have this unlocked if you get to that point? Overall, the game is okay. It's something that you would play for an hour if you're bored. If you want something that has a little bit more substance to it, I would search somewhere else. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.